G'day guys, Ron here from Osborne Digital Marketing. Today I'm going to show you tips to get more reviews online. Let's jump straight into it. So as you can see, I'm on my Google business profile. Guys, if you don't have one, you're a business owner, you need to launch one. I'll have a video popping up on how to create one and then you can duck back here. Okay, so what you want to do, this is going to be something that's very, very streamlined. So you scroll down and you should see on the home of your Google business profile, I'm in the back end here, you should see this share review form. What will happen is a little bit of code will pop up. Okay, so you can copy that. And now what you can do is you can literally email this piece of code out and you can send that code out to all of the people that you've worked with via email. But something else you can do is, let me show you. So let's go to a QR generator. And what you want to do is, let's go on to this one. See how this looks? Okay, enter a URL. Okay, so what we do now is we enter the URL that we just copied over. Okay, so convert dynamic to shorten URL. No, don't want to do that. So here we go. Now we have this cool design. That's awesome. You can actually get one where it has the Google business thing in the middle. That's pretty cool. Okay. So you can literally embed the logo in the middle. I think that's awesome. But what you can do now is you can go away, you can download this QR code. You can place this at the bottom of all of your invoices. You can even place this at the bottom of your email signatures, anywhere you want. And this is going to help you get more reviews online. It's very important that you streamline the process. Let's say that you're a restaurant owner. That is very, very important that you get reviews. When individuals are leaving, you have two options. What you can do is you can make sure that your staff are addressing the individuals by showing them a laminated card, perhaps with this QR code saying, hey, it will mean the world to us if you leave us a great review online. You can show them the card. All they need to do is then scan that, and then they'll have the review platform right there in front of them. They don't need to go on there and Google your business. They don't need to waste time trying to open and do all this crazy stuff on their phone. You've made it simple for them. It's going to pop up and it's going to say, leave your review on Google. Okay, streamlined process. Another thing that you can do, whether you're a restaurant owner or anyone that basically gives someone a receipt, make sure that you place this QR code right here. You have that at the bottom of your receipt. So then that way, when the receipt's printed out, you can give that to the individual and you can say, if you wouldn't mind leaving us a review, as you can see down the bottom here, you have a little QR code that's going to take you directly across to our Google business profile. It would mean the world to us if you left a positive review. It's very important in those areas that you do this, that you go ahead and try and get as many possible reviews as humanly possible. It is super critical, especially if you're a restaurant owner or anything in the retail game. It's super, super, super important. When it comes to different organizations, like you're an electrician or perhaps a plumber, getting some additional reviews on Yelp can be beneficial. However, while Google is the #1 player in the world, I would highly recommend start with Google first, work your way through to the others. It's important that you focus on these guys. You can do exactly the same thing with your Facebook page as well. Simply come over to the QR code generator, grab this information, place it there, and then you're going to have this. I think it's brilliant that you can actually have the Google business icon in there. That's really, really cool. So you can easily tell individuals immediately, they can ascertain that this is a Google business review. I think that's awesome. So if that is a free feature on here, I would highly recommend. I'm not affiliated or anything with these guys, but I would recommend that because now I know what exactly this QR code is for. Okay. Another way that you can get more reviews is automating the responses to individuals. So let's say you've sent out the invoice. Now they haven't scanned your QR code. What you can do is once they've paid the invoice, the email follow-up, the confirmation follow-up can have this QR code on there, or it can have simply the link that you embed across the review. So then that way, if they don't scan it on the invoice, they can then see it again on the confirmation page. These little things will really help boost up the profile, the numbers. It is quite challenging to get customer reviews, and you want to make sure that you're getting all of the positive reviews that you possibly can, because it will help you in the long run. And my final tip for getting more reviews online, call them. Call and ask your customers. Listen to them. Listen to what they have to say. It's very, very important. If you want to stay in business, you need to be able to work with your customers and listen, because at the end of the day, business is all about the customers. If you don't have happy customers, if everyone's disgruntled with your services, that will hurt you. At the end of the day, people don't want to work with someone that doesn't give amazing performance, that isn't there for them, that doesn't go the extra mile. And if you're not doing that, speaking with the people on the phone, especially if these other methods, you're giving the QR code out, you're sending it on the invoices, but nothing seems to get the reviews. Perhaps the individuals like you and like the business, and they don't think that you deserve a 3-star. It's a great way of figuring out what your customers actually think about the business. So just give them a call, speak with a few of them, say, where could I improve? What did I do wrong? And what would you like to see in the future? That will mean the world to a lot of people. And the final bonus tip I have is deal with negative reviews. Do not leave negative reviews as a thing on your website. If you have someone give you that dreaded 1-star, make sure you address it. Because 60% of the time, if you respond and work with the individual and try to help them, then you can actually translate that negative review into a positive one. So from going from 1 star to 4 stars maybe is a lot better than leaving it as 1. And if you don't address that review, then everyone else sees that. Maybe it's a fake review. You haven't said that it's a fake review. Maybe it's a legitimate review, but it was a mistake. Mistakes happen. All of this stuff happens. People understand. But addressing, calling out those reviews is vitally important. Care for the person that wrote that review, because there's obviously 2 sides to the story. Put your side of the story up there. Make sure that it's out there in the world and other people can see it, because they will. If they're looking to come to your business and they see the negative reviews and they're not addressed, it's a big, big red flag. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope now you have a ton of different ways of getting reviews online. You're going to be able to walk away and maximize growth for your Google business profile. And you can do exactly the same thing with anything else. If you've got a Clutch profile, if you have a Trustpilot profile, just copy these examples and use it for them. I would personally start with Google, because that's the way the world is right now, and take it from there. Have a lovely day. Cheers.